what we have here. Anybody else want to share their stories? Debbie Cooper, I like to fancy they're going to be on it. Cooper, come on up here, Deb.
He won't show anybody right there.
Check the internet out.
Okay, all right. Just stand up here and stare at that little camera.
My name is Debbie Cooper, and last year I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and I just went to the doctors, and my cholesterol is normal. And the only thing I've done is the Vima for energy shot, whatever. But also, I've been having problems with my legs. I've been feeling like, and I said, please take an arthritis blood test on me. And they're like, no, you've been off your hormones, get back on them and you'll be okay. And I pushed it. Well, it came back positive. So my ANA is positive. So I either have lupus or arthritis or rheumatoid, I don't know. But what I noticed is I've been walking my dog. He's an Akita. And I run with him in the morning. And I run, walk, because I'm not in shape. But I take the shot. And then I go. Well, this morning, I forgot to take my shot. And I started to run, and I couldn't run. And I went a little short distance and stopped. And I just walked, and I walked all the way back home. I couldn't run. And I was like, I don't believe it. It's that shot that has been helping me every single morning. And it's 2.2 miles that I go. So I'm not doing a short distance. I mean, you know, and sometimes I'll do 3.2. But the energy shot is what's doing the difference. So,
Oh, that's great.
I'll do it.
I know you will. Come on. We're going to be very
I'll
up
do
here.
it.
You want to get in front of the camera?
My name's Barry, so everybody will know. I'm a retired law enforcement officer, so your parking's good. I retired in January, and I've always been interested in home-based businesses. I mean, I just love them. And so I was actually looking for quite some time for a really good home-based business, and happened to go in Barnes & Noble, and there I saw Success at Home, which I read all the time. And I looked at it, and it had Verb on it. And I picked it up, and I took it, and I sat down, and I just started reading. I couldn't put it down. It had everything that I ever thought should be in a home-based business. The testimonies were sort of unbelievable. As I kept reading, though, it was liquid nutrition. And for me, I thought that was fantastic. And so anyway, in the back of it, or in the middle somewhere, there's a disc, the disc that we're seeing today. And in there was a guy's name, his card, Vima card. And it was Greg and Vicki Rouchet. And so I said, you know what, to myself, I'm going to go check this out, and I'm going to call this guy. And so I did. I called him, and I set up an appointment with him the following day, and we were going to sit down and talk, which we did. But that night I went home, got on the internet, and looked at it and just joined as an ultimate. I just joined. There's no way that I was going to let this pass me by, because timing is everything. A year before that, I had seen the magazine with Verb on it, and it just wasn't the right time. It just didn't spark my interest. But this really did. So I met with him, and something that was really neat when we were in there, it's so easy to share with people. He turns around. I think I got up to get a drink or something, and he turned around, and he was talking to two younger people and introduced them to Verb, and the young lady took it. She said it was great. So I don't know what happened after that with them, but anyway, I was already hooked. So I was on, and so one of the first things I noticed as I started taking the product was I was in a real bad bicycle accident, and I couldn't sleep at night for more than about an hour and 15 minutes or so, and I'd wake up. And all of a sudden I noticed I was sleeping all night. In other words, I must have had some kind of uncomfortableness or pain or something that kept waking me up, but I started sleeping all night. So I sleep all night. And so that was exciting. I realized that I had more energy. I felt better. There was just something about it. It excited me so much, I tried to get everybody to start taking it. You know, I'm going around here, you need to do this, you need to do this, not just for the business, but for the health. And so one of my stories is my mom. No way. She had 2 strokes. She wasn't interested. She hated to take pills, but she was still taking those 7 pills. And eventually, she started taking a little at a time. Now she's hooked. And she won't miss. And now she's trying to get, you know, the rest of the family to start taking it. So my sons take it, and my aunts take it, and my sisters take it, and everybody's taking it, and nobody has made one bad comment about it. It's something that helps them, and they continue to buy it. And since I've been doing this since March, there are so many stories that are out there that just I've witnessed, that people have told me about. I guess just give you one on the cholesterol. Joe Bennett, who's in this business, and you guys haven't met him yet, but he started taking this, and he went to his doctor for his cholesterol test, and it was, the last time he went it was 330. This time it was 70. And his doctor wanted to know what he was doing different, and he told him about Vima. So he told him, keep doing it. Good. But I got two great stories about edema in the legs. One's my sister, one is a friend of mine. They're both in the business. Both of them have been taking Vima. Both of them's edema has been going down. I just had lunch with my buddy Bill, and he's so excited about this. If you were to go in and look, you'd see that he is enrolling people. And not just for the business, but for the product itself, because it does so well. And his doctor, he went, his blood work was so good, he wanted to know what he was doing, and he told him Vima. Now he has his parents on it. It is just amazing what this product does. And so if you're not in it for the business, get in it for the physical of it and what it'll do for your health, and tell everybody you know about it, because this is the best thing going. And it really is helping a lot of people. And I could go on and on and on with this story. I can go all the way to Charleston and Gainesville and Ocala. And it's just amazing that what's going on with just these folks. And then you start listening, and I would encourage all of you to listen to these webinars and get on the phone and hear the stories from around the country, because these things are actually happening, and you know people that need this. And so I would encourage you to do it.
Would anybody else like to follow that? Right. We got a new story.
Mine's not as good as Barry's, but Barry and Ron, a friend of mine from the DEP, my name's Paul France, and he's retired. I'm still active law enforcement, been in it for 25 years. I've had 2 knee surgeries on my left knee, and I started talking to Ron and told him I was working out, and I was working midnight shift, and I was real tired, so he gave me a couple of Vima shots, or Verve shots. So I took the Verve shots. Man, I was able to stay awake all night at work with no problems. So I called him up, and I said, I like this. I said, I'm going to go out of town for a week when I get back. I need to meet with you guys. So I met with them at Chili's. I signed up. So I was on the product for about just over 2 or 3 weeks, and I noticed with my left knee, I've had 2 surgeries on. My doctor said on the second one, he said, Paul, if you were 50 years old, I'd go ahead and just recommend a knee replacement. That's how bad my knee is. I have no cartilage left in my left knee at all. And I couldn't hardly bend my leg any farther than this. No mobility in my left leg. Well, now, since I've been taking the Vima and the Verve, I usually take about twice a day. I take Vima in the morning, and I take a Verve in the afternoon. I've got this much mobility in just a month and a half. So it's working for me, and I'm telling people about it, and I'm just excited about it because I can go out and ride my bicycle 30 miles a day. Taking the Verve, I have no crash. I recover real quick. I'm ready to go in and do other exercises and stuff. So I've really enjoyed it, and I'm telling everybody about it.
How long have you been in?
I've been in for just about a month and a half.
Anybody else?
I want to